What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. It's amazing the amount of men that have self-inflicted wounds because they have a lack of dick discipline. I mean, if we just gonna keep it 100, if we gonna keep it real, at some point we got to start holding ourselves accountable and bringing ourselves to the front of the congregation as far as what it is that we've been subjecting ourselves to. And we've been subjecting ourselves to some of the worst women, and not just because they bad, but also because we don't have a level of dick discipline. Yo, I was telling a story the other day about how my young bull is, and I'm trying to coach him through it, and I'm trying to get him together, and I'm trying to get him to see the light and to have a level of dick discipline. And if he can somehow get out of this, God is with him. But man, let me tell you something. Familiarity, just hanging around the wrong woman for an extended period of time, can fuck up your future. It can absolutely ruin everything, right? I know too many dudes that is good dudes, got a good future ahead of them, and that's why I always tell guys to start looking at and vetting for the direction that you're going in if you're going to associate yourself with a woman. Hold on, let me just be clear, right? You don't even have to necessarily be that intentional. You just got to not focus on women or make them your priority. Like the minute that you divest yourself from the idea that women are the end all be all, and I'm not saying that women ain't dope, because I surround myself with a whole bunch of them, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This level of visibility and the type of money that I got right now, I'm not sure that I was prepared for it when I was 20 years old. As a matter of fact, I tell you, I wasn't prepared for it when I was 20 years old, and I'm very thankful. Very thankful. And I was pretty disciplined. Like, I had my North Star. I was really dedicated. I really understood exactly what it was that my purpose was, as far as really being successful and pouring into other people and adding value into other people's lives. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? When you have this level of responsibility, it's more than just you. So I know a lot of times guys, you know, they think singularly, and that's why they make some of the decisions that they make a lot of times. But the reality is that when you understand exactly what your future is going to be, you'd make better decisions and you think differently if you can go into the future and see how great you was going to be. And so you got to kind of project yourself to see that. And often at times, even when you project yourself to see that, you don't even realize that your future is even greater than you thought it was going to be. But because we can't see that, or we can't really leverage hindsight in order to make better decisions, or you can't see the path between two futures, a lot of times we'll subject ourselves to, or we'll choose the thing that's the worst for us just because it make us feel good at the time. And we'll justify it and say, well, it's because I'm a man, or, you know, men can do this and men can do that. Fuck that. Because it ain't even about that. It's more about, okay, what is it that I missed out on? Like, if you knew the type of blessings that you missed out on just because you made one mistake, and it's a butterfly effect. You know what the butterfly effect is? The butterfly effect is when every small decision that you make has a huge impact on the future of not just your future, but everybody else's future. Think about it from the perspective of, if you had never went to that party, what would your life have been like? You probably would have never met that girl who then put you on child support because you fucked her, or, you know, that other chick that was talking big shit. You might not have got into it with her man because you would have never met this person. But like, it's literally the smallest details and decisions can derail you from a phenomenal future. And all of y'all got phenomenal futures. Everybody starts off with a great future. Like, the future that you have is utopia, rich, great kids, property, top of the food chain, employees that love you, and all of that. And as you go through life, every small fuck up and decision that you make that's a self-inflicted wound, remove a little bit more of that blessing, and a little bit more of that visibility, and a little bit more of that responsibility, especially if you're a saint, especially if you're a spiritual person. Because the one thing that I know about God is that he don't allow for you to skip steps. And so you can't represent God and then be of the devil, or be doing devilish shit, and then think that God is still supposed to be a representation of you when you over there praising God, even though you full of the devil. That's not how it works, because you can't give glory to him for something that he didn't give you. He didn't give you that spirit of deception. He didn't give you that funky hoe. He didn't force you to put your dick in her. And so you can't then come back and blame it on God for your own self-inflicted wound when it was you that made the decision. And If y'all knew how beautiful your future was and how awesome your kids was gonna turn out, man, listen, you wouldn't be fucking with the help. With the help? Listen, I know guys make mistakes. I'm not unrealistic. I'm not that disconnected to where I don't think that people make mistakes. Absolutely, I get it. Everybody makes mistakes, whatever. But goddamn, if you're gonna make a mistake, make it worth it. Like, make it with somebody that's actually worthy of making a mistake with. Like, niggas just be making mistakes with some shit. Like, just be jumping off the fucking, man, these chicks be sexy reddish and dog, some of this shit ain't even mistakes. Y'all be chasing the devil down. I'm looking at some of these NFL players and these NFL players. I mean, these NBA players, and they out here and they crashing out. I mean, they crashing out. And the way that they be selecting them, it's like, oh man, she got 4 baby daddies and 6 kids. Yeah, I'ma fuck that and get her pregnant too. Like, how do you make that informed decision? How do you subject yourself to it knowing what it is? I can tell if a chick finesse you and she got chameleon love going on, there's ways for us to be able to vet through that, but at least we can give some grace and say, yeah, you just got finesse, bro. Like, she was an entirely different person. She ain't had no kids or whatever. But you telling me you just because she was on Instagram and she threw some pictures up and she got a BBL, nigga, anybody can buy that body that she got. Nigga, that don't take no discipline. That's a good fucking doctor that she then gonna have to pay for as she get older. That shit ain't impressive. Like, every nigga keep talking to me about some baddies. Nigga, every chick could be a baddie depending on who her doctor is. That shit ain't cool no more. Like, that, no, that's not sweet. Like, you can't tell me that that's just like, oh man, that's impressive. That's not impressive, fam. Nigga, she smoked trees. Nigga, she smoked blacks. She still smoking Black and Milds. Nigga, you fucking with a chick that got Black and Mild? Black and Mild breath? Nah, fam. Some of this shit is bad because we acting like we don't understand what the hell is going on, and we know exactly what's going on. We know what the move is. We know how the move is being shot at us. We got years and years and decades and centuries worth of data and information from men that came before us. Ain't even got to be our father, grandfather. Look, man, don't even keep telling me that y'all grew up without an example and shit. You got too many examples that's real in real life to reference for you to make a better decision than the shit that y'all getting yourselves into right now. And I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. So in the same way that I see shit online or I see shit in real life that requires me to address it, I can't just ignore it when I see it happening to us, because I want us to be good too. I want us to be worthy of the blessings. I want us to get the things that's meant for us. But if you're not ready for that responsibility, that's why the words say, be faithful in little and he'll make you ruler over much. You got to first show yourself to be worthy of the blessing before God give you his children to shepherd over, because then you're going to ruin them. And then the kids are the ones that pay for the sins of the fathers. That's what the words say. Listen, don't get mad at me, get mad at God. Niggas keep getting mad at me like I'm saying anything outside of what's right. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm not here to tell you no lies. I'm not here to tell you anything other than that, because I have to be accountable for how it is that I impact people also. And so I hold myself accountable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not above reproach. People calling to me on after hours. Make sure y'all tap into after hours tonight. We're going to be live streaming tonight. Hopefully y'all enjoy that and y'all actually getting some value and entertainment, and I'm keeping y'all in the house and from being out here fumbling your life and fumbling the bag. But man, we got to make better decisions, bro. And it's more than just, you a guy so you can do what you want to do or whatever. And I know that society largely holds us accountable, but shit, don't you want to be great and successful and have great stuff and put your daughter and your son in a position of power? I do. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm interested in hearing what y'all got to say about this one, man. Oh, man, we got to hold ourselves accountable. It's time to make some adjustments. I'm about to get out of here. I got to holler at y'all later.